Hello and welcome back to reading Batman and Joker fan fiction. This is the sequel to my original Batman and Joker fan fiction that I read before. This is chapter 8 of the sequel. The last chapter kind of left off like on a little bit of a cliffhanger. We didn't really know what he was going to say, and I wanted to get this video out. So let's read chapter 8 together. I'll put myself up here. It starts out with normal point of view, which should be third person point of view. I just was dumb. They both sat down in chairs across from each other as they talked privately, looking into each other's eyes, knowing this must be important.
What is this about, Bats?
Joker questioned.
Well, the Justice League is becoming a much more important part of my life, and crime around Gotham has been progressively getting worse, and I'm doing so much work now. And now Superman wanted me to work longer with the team than on my own with everything going on. It might be very hard to be home at normal times anymore. I could be gone for a couple days at a time, and I have to know you're okay with it, Bruce explained.
Of course I'm not okay with it.
Joker crossed his arms angrily.
Things are...
I put R twice.
Things are barely like how they used to be already, and you're just gonna make it worse? What about us?
Batman is who I am. I can't give any of this work up. I'm sorry, but I'll have to work something around to help Father Lucy and be with you. It just might be difficult at first.
Bruce tried to remain calm.
It's always been difficult already, and always going to continue being that way. You're my Batsy. Sometimes I think being enemies before dating was better the way it was.
He sounded disappointed.
Joker, it might have been easier back then, but everything changes eventually. I'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Bruce held the clown's hands.
I've already made a lot of changes to who I am for this relationship with you. But you always continue being you.
He felt defeated on the inside in a way Bruce probably didn't realize. Bruce thought for a moment of something that might make Joker happy, even for a little bit.
You know, Joker, I do have my own office at the Hall of Justice. Maybe you would like the spare key to come see me in secret.
Joker giggled slightly under his breath.
Seducing me to be okay with everything with office smecks, are we?
I feel like this is cheesy in a way. Bruce smirked.
Is it something you would like?
I'll do it for now. It'll do for now.
Ha, I read that wrong. Joker smiled and went to sit on Bruce's lap and hug his arms around his shoulders. They both sat there holding each other for a few more minutes, then broke the embrace to attend to other things. Bruce doing more work in the Batcave and Joker randomly watching Oprah. That's right, Joker watching Oprah. Just picture it. Why did I write that? Why did I do that? Okay. Anyway, it is a funny thought. I guess I thought I was being humorous and silly. Anyway, later that day, Dick dropped Lucy off back home after her first day of kindergarten, and she ran inside the manor, so excited, practically jumping off the walls. Bruce and Alfred greeting her, asking questions about what she learned or if she made any friends or how well she liked her teachers. She gladly answered, saying she got to color and learning how to spell words correctly. Most of the class liked her except a few kids, and her favorite teacher had the weirdest last name to pronounce. Lucy opened her backpack up and showed a picture she colored of a purple and green flower.
Where is Daddy Jojo? I drew this just for him.
Like, she's just a little kid, so I gotta give her, like, a little girly voice.
It's a beautiful picture, sweetheart. He's upstairs in the master bedroom watching TV.
Bruce said, and then she bolted up the stairs to find him. Bruce just looked at Alfred quizzically.
He's up there catching up on Oprah, isn't he?
Right? Is that Bruce talking? Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think that first part was Batman. And then this is Alfred. I'm afraid so, and he's been reading her book club suggestions. They both just decided to ignore the fact that the Clown Prince of Crime is basically turning into a housewife. This is so weird. This chapter is weird. Like, what? Why am I might even read that backwards. That might have been like Alfred at first and Batman second, but I don't know. We're just gonna keep going. However, as Lucy ran into the master bedroom, she found Joker drinking from a bottle of red wine, sitting on the floor in front of the bed watching the big flat screen TV.
Daddy Jojo, she yelled. I made this at school today.
Joker turned around to see her, and she handed him the colored-in picture. Joker looked at it for a second and said,
You drew this for me? Yeah, do you like it? I used your colors.
She smiled and hugged him. Joker had a tear in his eye and almost smiled.
I love it.
Nobody had ever made him feel this sort of parental type of love before, and it was such a sweet new feeling. That's cute. The Oprah stuff was weird. Me reading it backwards was weird. This chapter, I don't know what I was doing. I guess I think I was trying to be funny or something. But anyway, my next video will be reading the comments for this chapter. Again, just a few comments. Like this book really don't have as many comments as my first one did. But I'll make that video and then we'll move on to chapter 9. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.